Would you get this with the Detroit or the Cat C-18? The Oshkosh M1070 is a U.S. Army transporter tractor unit produced since 1992 and designed to transport the M1 Abrams tank and all sorts of heavy equipment such as self-propelled artillery and armored bulldozers. Powered by a 500 horsepower Detroit diesel engine or a 700 horsepower Cat C-18 engine, the Oshkosh M1070 has been made available in several versions over the years, including special export models. Typically, the M1070 will be pulling a M1000, a trailer designed with 40 wheels across 5 axle lines. The trailer weighs 23 metric tons and has a payload capacity of 63 metric tons. From 2001, the Oshkosh M1070F version was produced specifically for the British Army. It was designed to be paired with a 7-axle King GTS semi-trailer. So who needs this as a daily driver? I sure do. If you hate scrapers, you probably have a small Scrapers worked non-stop since 1922, but we had to wait until 1962 for Caterpillar to release what would become the king of all scrapers, the almighty 657. And that thing is quite the engineering marvel. Known as the largest scraper in production, the tandem engine-powered 657 can scrape, dig, load, carry, and dump 44 cubic yards, or 33 cubic meters, of soil in one pass. This is power personified. The Caterpillar 657 is equipped with a reinforced steel blade, also called the cutting edge, that's 2.5 inches thick. Fun fact, this blade will need to be replaced every 400 to 500 working hours. Perfectly suited for push-pull operations, the Cat 657 got upgraded many times over the past 60 years, but it essentially remained the same beautifully designed machine. This is as close to perfection as you can get. So you haul a Kubota once in a while and you think you're tough? Watch this. In 2010, it took 25 days for the Texas Department of Transportation to haul a 850-ton turbine engine. The DOT had to create a custom rig to haul this massive turbine engine, which spanned the length of a football field. 2 years later, in 2012, NASA's Space Shuttle Endeavour was retired and was moved 12 miles from its original location to the California Science Center. The massive space shuttle covered no less than 6 lanes of traffic. The heaviest load ever transported on a public road in North America topped 1,100 tons. It was a reactor for a nuclear power plant located in Tennessee. It required a trailer with 384 tires. But the heaviest load ever moved back in 2012 was a water desalination unit with a weight of 4,800 tons in Saudi Arabia. A tractor-trailer truck with 172 axles was used to move the gigantic unit. If you want to see a clever piece of engineering, follow me. In 1971, Komatsu released the D155W, the very first amphibious bulldozer ever produced. A total of 36 machines were produced, and some restored units are still in operation around the world today. With an operating weight of 43 metric tons, the D155W can work in water up to a depth of 7 meters. Mainly used as a maintenance tool, some units were used for the construction of bridges in deep rivers in the past. Remotely controlled, the incredible amphibious D155W dozers are powered by Komatsu's in-house engines, even though an early version of the machine, referenced as the D125W, was powered by a Cummins power unit. A large number of these Komatsu dozers were commissioned on various river desilting jobs in Japan, Indonesia, and in the Philippines. This, right here, is what we can definitely call a clever piece of engineering, don't you think? Have you ever seen an excavator tank? Well, watch this. The AEV-3 Kodiak is a Leopard 2 main battle tank-based armored engineering vehicle used for a wide variety of battlefield operations. Manufactured by Rheinmetall, the machine comes at a cost of $5.7 million apiece. Originally developed for the Swiss Army, the AEV-3 required the removal of the turret and the installation of a new fixed superstructure, and the installation of a telescopic arm typically fitted with an excavator bucket. The Rheinmetall AEV-3 Kodiak is powered by a power pack assembly consisting of an MTU engine amazingly rated at 1,500 horsepower. It is coupled to a Renk HSWL 354 transmission. Developed since 2002, The AEV entered service in 2009 and can travel at speeds up to 42 miles per hour. The war machine can be equipped with a 40mm grenade launcher or a M2 heavy machine gun. If you compete in tractor pulling, you better fear that guy. In 1954, Oliver discontinued their 99 model and replaced it with the Super 99, a top-of-the-line machine that would establish the American farm equipment manufacturer as the king of high-horsepower tractors. Designed beefy, the Oliver Super 99 was sold with a choice of either gas or diesel engines. But it was a General Motors two-cycle diesel engine that broke the 80-horsepower mark that caught everyone's eye at the time. Just like the 99 model, the Super 99 was a luxury tractor which sold for $5,000 in 1954. It was equipped with a 6-speed transmission, independent PTO, belt pulley, and hydraulic system. Designed as tough as it gets, the Super 99, in particular the GM version, stood alone as the undisputed king of farm horsepower in the 1950s, only overshadowed by the massive construction crawlers of that time. I give you $5,000 or a fully restored MF-35. Which one do you pick? In 1955, a brand new tractor developed for 2 years was launched, the 35. Although Ferguson had merged with Massey-Harris to form Massey-Ferguson in 1953, the 35 was sold as a Ferguson-only tractor. It was initially available in 2 models, Standard or Deluxe. And despite not being designed for industrial use, the Ferguson 35 quickly became highly popular not just in North America, but also in the UK or even India. Rated slightly above 30 horsepower, the TO-35 had unsynchronized gear transmission with 6 forward and 2 reverse gears. In just 3 years, Ferguson had already sold 73,000 units of the mighty tractor. In 1957, it was rebranded in the standard Massey-Ferguson Red, but the machine only became an official MF product in 1960. It was discontinued in 1964 after 200,000 units were sold. A 371 Detroit diesel and a Massey tractor? Hell yeah, dude. Massey-Ferguson released the 98 model in 1960, a standard tread tractor which turned out to be built by American farm equipment manufacturer Oliver, hence the similarities with a machine that you may have heard of before, the 990. Only produced for 2 years, the MF-98, built by Minneapolis Moline at the plant in Minnesota, was sold for $8,200 at the time, the equivalent of $86,000 in today's standards. The Massey 98 was powered by a 213 cubic inch 3-cylinder Detroit diesel that could do 61 horsepower on the drawbar and an impressive 85 horsepower on the PTO, a pure beast back in the day. Designed extra beefy for maximum performance and durability, the 98 was equipped with a 6-speed transmission. It's been reported that only about 500 of these tractors were ever made, making it a machine very, very hard to come by. Okay, please rate Komatsu's forestry machines from 1 to 10. Major actor in the construction and mining world, Komatsu, just like John Deere, is highly involved in the amazing forestry equipment industry. So let's have a look at some of the machines currently offered by the Japanese manufacturer. Komatsu offers 7-wheeled harvesters ranging from the compact 901 to the 23-ton 951 XC. The brand also offers 6 different forwarders, the 895 model being the most powerful option. When it comes to tracked machines, Komatsu currently produces 3 different harvesters as well as 3 feller bunchers, with the XT465 model as the flagship piece, rated at 331 horsepower and 34 metric tons. Komatsu also provides no less than 12 harvester heads, the C202E being the largest option manufactured, with a head opening of 25.6 inches and a weight of 4,400 pounds, or 2 metric tons even.